Parking space I'm in right now. I gave up my apartment about a month ago, and it was a tough decision. I lived in my apartment, which is an awesome apartment, 2 years and 4 months. I was intending to live there for the rest of my life. Make sure I have my key. This could be the last 10 days of being in my apartment. 406. It's the hallway. I got my fob. I have a laundry room around the corner here, so I at least don't have to go to a laundromat. It's pretty convenient. I just use an app. It's on my floor, and I have 2 washers and 2 dryers, so I can start a wash and then walk around to my apartment. I have an elevator. I'm going out. I don't think it's snowing outside, but it is December 28th. And currently, in real time, this is a real-time video. All my videos are. Starbucks, Saturday morning. I'm 71 years old, a few days before my mom's 90th birthday, January 1st. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be there. I wasn't there when my dad celebrated his 90th birthday, and I wasn't there when my dad died. It would mean the world to me. I mean, it would mean the world to my mom if I was there. In San Antonio, Texas, with my dear friends, Brian and Sandy, and it's a real treat. They're in my truck, and Brian, I just gave Brian a little mini trucking lesson, so he's going to talk about it.
I learned a couple of things. So we put the kind of like a jack, the legs down. What are they called, Doug?
Landing gear.
The landing gear. We brought down the landing gear because he's a land pilot. So yeah, lifted that up, went forward a little bit, backed up, and reconnected to the trailer back there. And then went into the back and raised the landing gear all the way up. Took some of these brakes off here, both of them, and went forward. Got to feel what it was like to drive with the actual trailer behind me. Now it's not loaded, so it feels way different when it's full of, thousands of pounds of stuff. But yeah, got to get a little idea for what it is. It's pretty cool. He's got these buttons that do a lot of the work for him, so he doesn't have to manually move it around, and all kinds of lights. Very self-sufficient, very roomy. Plenty of space. I mean, that might be like, what, an 8-foot tall ceiling?
Well, I'm 6'3", so
yeah, maybe 8.5, something like that. Plenty of room.
The trailer's 13.6, so it's pretty tall.
Yeah, very tall.
So I appreciate. I just want to give Brian an experience of actually doing a little something.
Thank you so much for that, Doug. That was fun. That was cool.
Stream that I've ever done on Facebook, and I'm with some friends that I've shared an event this weekend. Wow. Wow.
Look.
Check it out.
Oh, yeah. And this. 2 for $5.
And Brian, my friend Brian's a lot more experienced at this than I am. But I'm with some friends.
Why are you recording me eating?
Well, that's good. It's live. You can.
Hey, Doug, friends. I'm eating.
Okay, I'm gonna have them all introduce themselves. This is my friend.
I'm Brian Couch.
Okay.
How you doing?
And Sandy.
Thank you.
I am Sandy Fun. I am from Lima, Peru. And I lived in Georgia, but I recently moved to San Antonio, Texas. And I just met Doug like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
He's an awesome guy. We love him. We've been able to share awesome stories, and he inspires me so much. And I can't wait to travel with you more often.
And I want to say that Brian and Sandy, I watched their videos, and I was inspired by the. I think they went 2016. They went to 13 countries, and I didn't tell you guys, but I watched that one video of you guys with how you met and stuff. That Miracle Network couples
you
thing.
did?
Yeah,
Oh my
I actually shared that with people.
That's
And
so cool.
yeah,
Thank
and I thought
you.
that was really inspiring because
Thank you.
even though I'm not in a relationship, I'm a romantic guy, and I really
Aw,
appreciate
you're
you
a very
guys.
sweet
And,
guy.
you guys are an awesome couple. Brian, by the way, I'm really happy
Thank
for you,
you.
bro.
Me
I'm
too.
really happy.
Thank you.
You guys are. Sorry.
Oh, no worries.
I make videos. How are you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Do you enjoy this nice weather?
Great.
I don't remember skateboards back in the 90s.
Yeah.
I'm from a surf town in Encinitas, California.
Yeah, I'm from San Diego, Imperial Beach.
Oh, do you know Encinitas?
Yep.
Moonlight Beach? I'm flipping out that you guys are on skateboards now.
Yeah. And now we're out here in Denver skateboarding.
Mile High City. We're 900 miles from the ocean, bro.
Exactly.
So how'd this happen?
I have no idea. Well, really, I came out here because it was a lot cheaper than living in Imperial Beach. You know how
Well,
expensive
no,
it
I came out 19. I'm an old dude. I'm 71, but I'm an young dude.
is. Yeah.
I'm filming you.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
I have a channel called Driving Tokyo, and I grew up in San Diego. You probably dig this. You're younger than me.
Yep.
But from age 7 to 37, I lived at Moonlight Beach up in Encinitas, North County, when I got an apartment for $200 a month.
Damn.
I
Yeah,
don't-
that's unheard of now.
Yeah, I have. Now, what's the trip with these skateboards?
Oh,
It's a good
I
way to
actually
get
picked
around.
this up before I got here. I got the skateboard before I got here. Picked this up in San Diego, and then I came here
And I'm tripping out
Just riding around.
because you work, right? You have
Yep.
a job. So it's a good way to get around.
Oh yeah, probably not in this weather. It's a little bit too cold out here for that, but
Well,
it is. I do ride up and down this mall and up to the skate park over there.
What about all these dudes on these bikes? Have you seen these radical dudes with these bikes that come racing through here? Like all of them, like these bikes.
Yeah, they're definitely good ways to get around.
But anyway, brother,
lot cheaper.
what's your name?
Trey,
Trey.
Trey, nice to meet
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Wow, you look young for your age.
Yeah,
What do you do? What do you do for a living?
I work security.
That's a good gig.
Yeah, right here on the 16th Street Mall. So
You make
on the
like
strip.
15, 20 bucks an hour or something?
A little bit over that. I would say like 22.
Are you
22.
serious? Where do you live?
So on Colfax, right across from the campus.
Don't you think
MSU
this is
right
a
there?
cool place to live? I live at 16th and Wine Coop. I pay $1,100.
Oh. That's pretty
And,
decent.
and I'm a Lyft driver. And see this night transportation? I was a truck driver. Do you watch the YouTube videos at all?
A lot of skateboarding stuff.
Do you mind checking out my channel?
Oh yeah, you're definitely.
Because I'm a cross-generational kind of dude. I don't mean to hang you
Hey.
up. Let me just tell my channel.
Yep.
Go to search engine, type in driving
Driving.
to
Oh, wait, hold on.
Tokyo,
Driving.
to Tokyo. I'm turning on to my channel.
Hold on.
Yeah, and then right here, this is me.
Oh, that's you.
Subscribe. I drove a truck in the U.S. but lived in Tokyo part-time.
Oh, that's what's up.
And I'm 71 years old, but I'm a
Oh.
young 71-year-old.
That's what's up.
Are these your buds?
Yep, these are my buds. We were just about to go get some food.
Well,
over
I
there.
don't want to hang you up.
Yeah.
God, they look like wonderful. And you guys have skateboards too?
Yeah.
I'm trying to teach them how to do.
Thanks. I told him I'm filming him. So you guys can subscribe my channel too. Thanks.
Yeah, we'll
Check it out.
definitely subscribe to your channel.
Thank
sometime,
you.
man.
Have a good night.
You too.
I'm digging the 60-degree weather.
Real?
That's what we like doing. We like inspiring people to travel.
Yeah.
Couples
Yeah.
is the best way to spend your time, your money. It's an investment in yourself. What I've been able to experience in traveling with a lot of people, it's just how similar we all are. How we have the similar struggles, our dreams, but what's important is that knowing that you have people there to support you and help you along the way in this journey.
Absolutely.
So
So it's a miracle to do, guys.
yes,
Cool,
we
cool.
love Doug.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, it's your turn to introduce yourselves.
Hi. Wait, can we go this way?
Okay, let's go this side. Forgive my amateurish stuff. This is my first time, so.
Hi. What's up? My name's Alexis Olson. I'm from Boise, Idaho, and I met Doug a couple days ago as well. And yeah, it's been cool getting to know people that are doing life differently and hang out with them in Florida.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just having fun. We're just chilling out. Well, we can
rewind.
we can go back. Do you want to say something else?
I don't know. Wait, what else am I
What
saying?
were you saying, Brian?
Well, you have plans of leaving. What happened?
Oh my gosh. Okay, can I hold it actually?
Yeah.
So,
We ended up staying longer.
yeah,
Oh my
they,
God. I was actually
She's gonna stay even longer now.
I was almost gonna stay longer.
well, I was supposed to fly out 2 days ago?
Yeah.
And then I decided not to because these guys convinced me to stay. And so I changed my flight and I'm just gonna hang out with them for a bit longer.
How much
And
longer?
Maybe we see what happens.
we'll talk about it.
Change your flight again.
No,
Yeah, she loves us so much.
they are
Taking it
fun.
out for 10 days.
She decided to get an apartment, not go back.
And we're gonna travel a lot more. We're gonna go to Orlando, maybe Atlanta, right?
Yeah, actually, that's
It'll
true.
be fun.
It's
Yeah,
just,
she already confirmed Atlanta.
it's
on
just,
video now.
it's just amazing how things
And
happen.
it was meant to happen because they didn't charge you to change your flight or anything.
Yeah,
right?
they didn't charge me anything,
$0
which never happens.
to hang out with
And
us
it's
longer.
funny, I got this Airbnb, yeah, it's kind of in the hood, but I got a bigger one. Not knowing what,
It's a good
yeah.
Airbnb.
Yeah.
But I didn't know, honestly, I thought, well, I'll get this. If I have to pay myself, that's okay. But I wanted to make it big enough so we could have more people and put this happen.
Yeah. This is awesome.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Brian Velez. I'm actually I'm from here in Miami, Florida, which is about an hour from where we're at right now. And I met Doug a couple of days ago as well at the event. You know, Doug went through hell to get here, but he made it happen no matter what. And you know, so far he's a cool guy. You know, he got an Airbnb for everyone to hang out at. And he's got some passion, man. He's got some passion to actually help you be able to, you know, just live a better life. Whether that's in health, whether that's in wealth, or just, you know, being like me and not caring about your boss telling you to comb your hair or something like that.
And what I love about our connection is, even though there's an age
My
difference.
third video for today. If you do not make videos, if you do not talk to yourself on video, if you have not led the life I've led, which is everyone, not even my two sisters, Janet and Kathy, who aren't speaking to me. My mom, fortunately, is speaking to me, but she can't relate to what I'm doing. My best friend, Richard, who's like a brother of mine, who's lived in the same apartment for 34 years, works for Whole Foods. He can't relate to what I'm going through because he's never driven for a living, probably never would. However, my one co-driver, out of all the co-drivers I had for 3 years, Robert is still driving a truck. He lives in San Diego, like Richard, can completely relate and identify with my truck driving, but not necessarily relate specifically to my Lyft driving.
You're going through something very similar in your life,
as I went through in my early 20s that I can completely relate to. So it really doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter. We're all.
What is that story?
What's that?
What is that story?
What is that? What is he going through?
Hi, thanks for jumping on.
Well. When I was 24, this is the short version. When I was 24, I hate to sound like
Tell that person over there.
Yeah. When I was 24, I had a girlfriend that committed suicide, and I dreamt about it before it happened. And it just shook my whole world to the point that I sold everything I owned. I went to Europe. So many of my friends, even, I don't know, I'm even sure my ex-girlfriend Sylvia knows because it's been so long since I talked to her. And we were only together from about April 1998 to April 20th, 1999. We saw each other on 2 different trips to Brazil. So I'm not sure if I talked to her about Carol Cook because it was way back in 1976. But anyway, this is Carol Cook's grave. And she shot and killed herself and bled to death about 3 days after she told me on a Tuesday night, "I love you, but I may never see you again." Now, we originally met in Encinitas, California, just in the summertime of 1976. You can see this book was given to me on my birthday, September 13th, just after we met. And this is what Carol Cook wrote in this book. You can probably see it, but I'll read it to you. Dear Doug, happy birthday, my dear friend. This book has much to say, even though it has few pages. I hope it will inspire you to more dreams, and finally fulfilled dreams. One quote I feel fits both of us in our pursuit of our careers. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. Whatever we decide in our lives, let's do it well and for our satisfaction and a sense of well-being. I hope your birthday is a joyful one. I'll be thinking of you. Love, Carol. Love, Carol. Now, it kind of reminds me of the handwritten notes that my ex-Brazilian girlfriend wrote me. I've got actually a few of them right here, but I'll share those with you in a minute. Handwritten notes are awesome. And when someone you're in love with writes it to you, especially when they give you a book like this on your 23rd birthday, it was very special. Now, this photograph was actually taken in the winter of 2022, when after I lost my job, November 5, 2021 with Night Transportation. And after I helped my mom clear out the house I called home, and they put it on the market in Arizona City, Arizona, I drove my 2012 van out to a place called Encinitas, California, the same exact place where I met Carol. In fact, more specifically, I would spend a lot of time at Stone Steps, where I originally saw her when I was at the top of the stairs, and I saw her surfing. So I was there for the whole entire winter from January 1st all the way through April. And I have a lot of history in Encinitas. I'll talk much more about that in another video, but let's go to our next video. I just no longer wanted, I had an apartment, a sports car, all that stuff, and I just wanted to let that all go because that no longer meant anything for me. And I stepped out into that mystery, and I just took a chance, took a bus ride across the United States, took a plane to London, landed in London on New Year's Eve, and from that point forward, I just felt like that was my passion. I thought, this is what I want to do the rest of my life. But then what happens is life happens. 20 years went by, and I didn't go anywhere until I fell in love with someone online. Okay, now another 20 years have gone by, and I recently went to Japan. So my point is, I have this passion for travel.
Enough. And I admit that I still have a whole lot more to learn, and that I need more courage to be more honest with myself. I also admit that I'm here because I am not making straight A's and everything that I'm preaching about. All right? And stuff that I've already learned I'm still not living up to. But I'm going to keep working on it. That's why I'm here. So your turn. Why are you here? Again, no judgment, no shame or blame. Just admit it. Can you admit maybe something that you've been lying to yourself about? Can you admit where maybe you're coming up short? Can you admit where maybe you need to improve your aim? Can you admit what maybe you need to double down on in your life to have more? Can you admit to what maybe you need less of in your life to have more? Why are you here? Admit it. Write it down. Put it in the chat. Get it out.
I'm comfortable now, but I feel like, now that I've got my house and my car and my job and I'm secure, it's not really fulfilling me. And when I saw Brian and Sandy on video traveling around, being free spirits, this whole minimalist lifestyle, I could really relate to it. Okay? And what we were talking about the other night, that we just recently moved, made a transition.
Yeah.
We were trying
In my life. When do I heed caution and slow down? Because I need to. And when do I put the pedal to the metal and blow through that damn thing? They asked me about those red lights. He said, how do I trust and believe that there's actually a gift for me in every red light that stops me in my tracks? They also asked me, what do you mean by the art of living? Well, I needed to ponder those questions. So, alone, I went to my favorite office. I buckled up in my favorite seat, and I started crossing the highways and byways of North America. Yes, I took a road trip.
I'll be back to talk about math, a whole bunch of stuff, including Brother Anandamoi, but this is going to be a little commercial about the art of living. I watched it right here in my loft. I was blown away. It occurred on my dad's 90th birthday, April 24th, 2023. It was called The Art of Living, coincidentally on my dad's 90th birthday, which would be his last birthday, and I wasn't with him, and I was here in my loft, and I was sad. I was depressed. So 13 days before the Art of Living, this is a significant part of my journey right now. I was here in my loft, and I was doing stuff like what I'm doing right now, and Matthew popped on, and with a 1 minute, 47-second video, 13 days from the Art of Living on April 24th, 2023. Now, I was really sad. I talked to my dad. I said, Dad, I'm so sorry. My dad, for 15 years when I was driving a truck and going home to their house in Big Bear City, California, 4 days every month. And then Arizona City, I saw my mom and dad. My dad was 75 when I started driving a truck. And he said, if only I can make it to 90. And a whole bunch of things happened. What happened? Well, first of all, November 5, 2021, because of a microsleep, I lost my job of 10 years with Night Transportation I loved. After I lost my job, I helped my mom clear out the house I called home for 10 years because my mom and dad wanted to sell it to get the highest return on their investment. And they sold it for $240,000. They paid $47,000 for it. And my dad said, this isn't our $200,000, it's your $200,000. He said, we don't really need the money. Well, they sold the house. I've lost my job. So I lost my job, lost my house. So then I traded my Subaru for a van because my mom gave me her blessing so I could drive the van out to Encinitas, California to spend the winter to figure out what to do next now that I've lost my job, I've lost my house. So the point is, before the Art of Living, I had a whole bunch of shit that happened that made me really depressed. In fact, right now I'm still trying to get over it. So these are my gurus. Trent Shelton on the left, Tony Robbins, Matthew McConaughey, and Dean Graziosi. I'm mentoring with them. To tell you the truth, my life is not perfect. In fact, I keep fucking up, even though I'm mentoring with some of the best in the business. But this isn't the best recording, but I found this on the internet. And this is Matthew McConaughey on my dad's 90th birthday. And I watched this right here in my loft. You may not watch this, but I watched this and it's awesome. Let me play that for you right now. Stay tuned, here we go. All right, all right, all right.
There's one thing we all have in common. We all know we're meant for more. More love, more joy, more abundance, more happiness, more freedom, more income, more impact on the world. So who can admit we are meant for more, and that unites us today, right? And the other thing is we have this opportunity to look into a better future for ourselves. And the reason I believe McConaughey is so good, the guy's been journaling for over 30 years. So when you journal, you get to see patterns. This pattern helps me be successful. This pattern helps me go in a different direction, right? And he loves to say, you know, I'm not making A's and straight A's and everything. But think about this. I got to see behind the scenes, behind the curtain, on an amazing relationship with his wife. And it's unbelievable. I got to see behind the curtain of the father that he is, the work he does. He is a hustler. The work he put in to make this event live is unbelievable. Hey, I'm trying to focus over here. Can we like I'm trying to do an opening here.
Just give me a little back. We travel everywhere. I love this stuff.
Obviously, he'll be here in 2 seconds. I want to end with this. You have no idea the work that went into this and creating something for you to tap into that full potential, to live into the person you're meant to be. So can we commit to staying all day? Can we commit to going all in? Can you put it in the chat? I commit, or I'm all in, McConaughey? Well, great. Without further ado, Mr. McConaughey.
Is this my walk-up song?
This is your walk-up song.
I love an entrance song. Thank you.
Hey. Thanks. Have fun. Thank you.
Woo! Thank you, Dean. You know, after publishing Green Lights, I was bombarded with the request to go deeper into the approach and reveal some process. And that, serendipitously, is when Tony and Dean called saying, hey, McConaughey, we love your book. We want to go deeper and get even more practical with it. I said, yes. And here we are. After 8 months of creating this project, this one, live, right here, right now, with you, we have all intentions today of supplying what you demand. Thank you. All of you. Over 2 million of you. Thanks for being curious. Thank you for being willing to learn. Thank you for being so generous with yourself. For being honest and brave enough to interrogate and investigate yourself. Because we all know it's a whole hell of a lot easier not to. Thank you also for not being afraid of change and admitting that you want and you need more. Thanks for being courageous enough to find out what the heck your more is and take the journey to get it. Basically, I'm saying thank you for investing in yourself. So, what am I doing here? What are you doing here? You, me, us together right now. Now, I think we're all trying to figure out the riddle. You know, put some rhyme to the reason and answer the bigger existential question of what the hell are we doing here in this life that we're living? In this life that sometimes we feel like we're not living at all. It is time to not just find solid ground. It's time to admit that the solid ground that we seek is also higher ground. A place where we can truly have more value, choice, balance, joy, love, health, security, freedom, divinity. Where we
communicate how you just feel like, even though your mother may feel one way.
Yeah, she doesn't get it yet.
Yeah, you feel this way about it.
Yeah.
Okay. And I went through the same thing. My parents didn't understand. They said, why are you selling everything? You have a career, you have a house. Why are you leaving? And I just was, there's a Cat Stevens song that's called Father and Son. And it maybe you haven't ever, I'll send you the link, but it's the Father and Son. It's about Cat Stevens having this conversation about his father and his mother, and, you know, not understanding, but he had to follow his bliss. He had to follow his dream. And I was encouraging you to do that because I can relate to that.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah, you gotta just.
What about you, Dylan?
Yeah,
What about you? Share your-
so sort of similar, right? You know, I've been looking for a different way to make money online, right? I was kind of tired of the traditional 9 to 5, you know, having to go to a job every single day, and it's like I felt as if the more I went, the more I hated it, right? And during my journey, I went through some stuff, right? I kind of got scammed for some money. You know, I lost a relationship that, you know, I felt at the time was a relationship that I really wanted, and then I lost my job, right? But what I didn't realize at the moment is that was actually a journey. That was actually at the beginning of my journey, right? That, like, I was already on a journey, but that was the beginning of a new journey. And what that did was it actually put me into a corner where I actually had to work my ass off. Where when I had a job, I kind of was like, I'll work tomorrow because, you know, I got this guaranteed paycheck that it, you know, doesn't really value my time, to be honest. And I worked my ass off, and, you know, fast forward to now, you know, I'm still jobless, but it's because it's by choice. It's not because I can't get a job. And I get to hang out with cool people like Doug, cool people like Brian and Sandy, cool people like Alexis. And I don't need to comb my hair when I decide I don't want to comb my hair, right? And like, I had to comb my hair at work, because if not, like, someone would probably tell me something. So the point is like, follow your heart, follow your dreams, and just, you know, live your life the way you want to live it, right? But at the same time, don't forget about your health, right? And Doug could probably tell you a little bit about something about your health and how you could make that, you know, keep that in line. Because if you have health, then you're gonna have wealth. That's it. I think that's it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What about you want any more comments? You're from Boise, Idaho, and now we're in Florida. What's it like for you?
Well, what do you mean? What is it like?
I mean, this is a completely different environment than where you're living.
Yeah, no,
She said she wants to move down here.
Yeah, no,
Is it kind of out of your comfort zone? I mean,
no, I've actually traveled a lot, and so, like, my story is very similar. Like, I knew that I didn't want to live a normal life or work for somebody else, and so I've been, like, you know, having side hustles online and, like, building clientele and connections, and just really devoting my extra time when I wasn't at work to helping other people. And through that, I've been able to create an income where I've been able to travel. So I've actually been to Florida, like, I think 3 times now. And then before, I was living in Idaho, which was only for this last month. I was also traveling in Vegas, in California, and Dallas, and really all over the country because of what we all do online. So that's my story. How's your food?
Oh my God. So, Sandy?
Hey, Holly. What's up, David?
So look at my plate now. That's how good it was. You guys, Brazilian steakhouses are incredible. I've done a fair share amount of traveling myself. When I met Doug, I was actually going to jump in his truck and go for a while with him, but then I met Sandy, and so we've been to about 25 countries over the last 2.5 years, and we're on a mission to see all the national parks in the U.S. I think we've probably seen maybe 20 or so at this point. What do you think, 30? 20 something. And I can say one thing, you know, these last 3 years of traveling and seeing the world, experiencing different cultures, very different from our own. Not only is it fun and really, really cool and exciting, and every day you're fired up to wake up, but, you know, you also learn a lot more about yourself, and you learn a lot more about people and different people and how they are. And I'd love to help you out holding that. I know your arms got to be getting tired. My hands are covered in butter. So all I can say is, you know, reach out to Doug and connect with him. He's a super, super awesome guy.
Thank you. I think, well, I don't know if anybody's even on here, but thank you for watching.
All right, you got Holly, you got David, you got a couple other people. Eric Rayner.
Okay, well, thanks for tuning in, and this will also be recorded. So this is my very first live hangout again from Florida with my special friends. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one. By the way, I'm going to be doing one of these every single day to infinity. So stay tuned. We're going to be doing one of these every single day, whether I'm on the road or wherever I am. So watch for them. There'll be another one coming up tomorrow, which we'll still be in Florida. I might be hanging out with these guys. So thanks for tuning in.
To infinity.
To infinity. Yes. So
I like that commitment. You're awesome, Doug. You're gonna help so many people.
Bye, guys.
Okay, let's say we'll sign off. Hey guys, we're signing off.
Hi, it's nice meeting you, Doug's friends. Hopefully we see you with us on one of these trips.
Yep.
So
absolutely. Thank you for tuning in. Say goodbye.
Yeah. Nice. I kind of got some food in my mouth, but nice to meet you, Holly, David, and everyone else is watching. And I'm gonna try to do something better than Alexis.
Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Signing off. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. That's one of the things about money. Money isn't just about buying cars and houses. Money also can make a difference between being with someone you love, like my mom on her 90th birthday. So I'm going to walk to Starbucks now. I'm walking right by. I can hear this young man yelling help right now. I'm 71, and I thought my mind, with current standards and current rent today, that it would probably be the best location and best situation I would have potentially the rest of my life. And you'd have to understand, you don't actually have to understand, but I thought I was going to have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in Arizona that my parents owned, because initially they paid $47,000 for a house and said if I paid the taxes and all the basic expenses that it would come to me late in life, you know, after they passed away. So I paid all of the expenses on the house. I got a job with night transportation, and everything looked like it was lined up to where I was in what Matthew McConaughey would call a green light zone. I saved $37,000 as a truck driver. I went to Japan 5 times. I bought 4 different cars. And it wasn't that I was making a lot of money. It's just that not having rent or mortgage and having a steady career and making the money I did, where all I had was my cell phone, I had 13 years of a life that I'll never have. Never, ever again. And now I'm just, since November of 2021, when I lost my job unexpectedly, it's been a roller coaster ride, and I'm still in the middle of it, and who knows if I'm ever going to get out of it. But here's the good news. As long as I have this car, which isn't guaranteed because I don't own it, as long as I have this phone, as long as I have my Lyft app, and as long as I have money to charge this car, and as long as I can drive it, and as long as I can earn money, I moved out of my apartment to eliminate about $1,200 worth of expenses, and I do have a plan to completely get back on track, but it's not going to happen overnight. And I do document and videotape everything, including this videotape I'm making right now before going into St. Mark's Coffee House. Now I can actually just leave my backpack here with my laptop and go into St. Mark's with just my phone and my headset and continue making a video inside of St. Mark's. That's what I'm going to do right now.